Hey! Alright, so, give me a few minutes to get into the lobby. Official free practice has started, so, give me a moment while I set all that up. Running a little bit behind here, so we'll get things going momentarily. So everyone's just now joining the server anyway, so we're not really missing any of the important good action. So, bear with me for a little bit, guys. Hello, everybody. About a half an hour of free practice here that goes into the night. Then we'll jump into qualifying, which I believe is also into the nightness, mostly day. So we'll be doing that one. Okay. Alright, guys. Here. Now I can see chats. And I'm riding on board with Fudge. Left here in free practice. Done qualifying, done 80 minutes of multi-class running. Last weekend we ran the Porsche Cup car here at Hungaroring. Very fun race for most people. You were watching the stream last week. I had a few boo-boos and totally screwed up my setup. So, yeah, that was not very good. It was a very goodbye situation. But we had fun with it at the end. all you can do. We're gonna have quite a few people, I believe, running kind of late, but we should have 16 or so, 17 drivers for tonight. Too shabby. Be a very fun race to watch. Feel it in my bones. How's the audio? Is the audio good? Good. Allow it. We good. How have you guys been over the last week? I know we haven't streamed much. I'm under the weather, so I haven't streamed. Boy, have I been busy. Cool things. About our final event in Forza Motorsport 7, our NASCAR Daytona 500 race. Yes. Next weekend, on the 11th, as well as our I believe the Porsche Cup. In ACC will be at Misano next weekend, so that should be a lot of fun to do. You'll be on board with me here on this channel, and we'll end up posting all of the other perspectives of the TPSR drivers, and maybe some more up on our Twitter down there. Feel free to join our Discord. About all things cars, IRL, and in-game. Other games. Other riffraff that's going on. Everybody's pretty much out on track at this point. 47.0 from Fudge. Pretty decent time. The track conditions. Qualifying will be a little bit more optimal, and race conditions will be a little bit more optimal. So we'll probably see much lower lap times in race than we will in qualifying. We have open track for some of our cars. Oh, hit a big off there by the Janetta. Just getting a little squirrely in a snap steer. And off into the wall on driver's left. Somebody get the band-aids out. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, so we'll just, for me to save my voice, because we got a long race ahead of us, I'm going to basically just kind of cycle through some cars while they're out on track, and we'll just enjoy the ride. I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes-ish for qualifying. my water and my snacks, and we're ready to go. Water. I got half of a cola here sitting next to me, and I have 5 pounds of animal crackers. I've eaten about almost half of them, so I'd say there's about 2.5 pounds of animal crackers sitting here. I doubt I could finish them in the 80 minutes. That's a lot of animal crackers. Yeah, animal crackers. I'm good to go. Are you good to go? Do you guys have your snacks set? You do your stretches before we get into this, because you're gonna need to. Just telling you. There's a Ferrari off track there. 16 drivers out at the moment. I believe we should be getting a few more. Let me check the DOS stored. Alright. Very nice, very nice. Back. Right on board with Onyx. Yay! Alright, uh-huh. 46.5 there from Nation. Nice. That's about everybody. I think. Fuzzball's here? Yes. Alright. Whoa! Awesome. Okay. Good stuff so far. We're just getting started, yeah? There's an Audi off where there was previously a Ferrari. Lap times are pretty spread out. I thought they'd be a lot closer. Of course, you get down here to the GT4 cars. They're always super close. I mean, look at, like, super close together. There's only 6 of them out on track tonight. I mean, 6 or 7, I believe we'll have. So. Not the most machines. If I weren't commentating, I'd be out there for sure. Definitely. It'd be in my Porsche. With Steve and Diabla. Having a good old time. I've been having some serious, like, setup issues. Probably because I wasn't feeling well. I'm gonna go ahead and chalk that up to that, but let's see. We'll tackle it again, full force, coming next week for the Porsche Cup. I love how that Lexus sounds. It sounds so good. So beefy. So beefy. 5 minutes left here in official free practice. Drivers will finish up, run what they can, and they'll hop straight into qualifying. First, oh, we'll turn in too soon there. First 15 minutes will be GT3s, and once they finish their 15 minutes on the clock, they'll pull into pit lane, and the GT4s will take the track set up just as they do in IRL racing. Kind of gives it more of a realism aesthetic. Kind of gives the GT3 drivers a few minutes before the race to cool themselves off before the shenanigans take place for 80 minutes of racing. And then you have the GT4 guys who get a little bit more time to set up and make sure their prep is all set and ready to go for qualifying. So it's a good balance of time for us and for them, because we get a full 30 minutes of awesome show, and you don't have mixed classes on track together to you like kind of get in the way, mess up lines and other things. So it's better and safer to have same speed vehicles qualifying at the same time. We do it like they do it in IRL. Qualifying is going to be very important here. Very, very, very important here. As well as consistency. Just try to stay out of trouble, and the speed will come to you. 80 minutes, the GT3s will definitely not make it on one tank, but everybody needs to come in for tires. That is a mandatory stop. So, come in for tires at some point. GT4 cars will come in for tires, maybe fuel. They need a splash and dash. So we'll see strategies play out anywhere from the halfway point to the very end of the race. So I hope you got your notepads ready, because we'll definitely need them. As everybody is pretty much finishing up their runs and gonna take a breather. Most of the GT3 guys, and well, pretty much everybody at this point are coming back into pit lane. So look at them all just chilling here. Ain't that a pretty picture? Look at all that race car sitting in a line. It's beautiful. You're almost super close together. That's a bit of a pucker moment, don't you say? Yes. Dude, Medication Nation has been blisteringly quick in that Mercedes in practices, so. And he did very well last race, too. Very well. Okay. Got just a few minutes here. I'm going to mute myself and get ready for qualifying. You guys should do the same. All right, I will be back with you guys in about 1:30. So hang in there. We'll continue for qualifying. will be it for free practice. These guys will finish their laps and we'll jump straight to qualifying. And the GT3 cars, I always have to double check. GT3 cars will take the field for official qualifying. Driver streams are just now going up on Discord as well, so if you wanted to check out onboard views, they're all in our Twitch streaming tab on our Discord. Okay. We're going to jump on board. So far, fastest in free practice is Fudge with a 1:45.9. Very good time. Very good time indeed. And then you have Diablo. Ran a 1:55.9. Fantastic.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Alright, so now we have... Well, they're kind of all spread out at the moment, but... It's already out. The GT3s will take the track. And it's going to be about a lap or two before we start actually seeing some decent times come in, so... you guys are just now joining us for official qualifying for the Paddock Sim Racing's multi-class series GT4 GT3 at Hungaroring GP and Assetto Corsa Competizione. I am your host, commentator, presenter, TPSR owner, and esports driver, TPSR Weasel. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight with this race. I've been looking forward to this all week long. A few things to go over. The Paddock Sim Racing is recruiting drivers, so if you're a fast, clean driver, have no home, join us at TPSR. Love to have more drivers in our ranks. Drivers from all over the globe. TPSR, it's pretty cool. Very chilled, relaxed group of individuals. No specific times required to join TPSR, as long as you race cleanly and have proper on-track, off-track etiquette. More than willing to join the family. Official flying lap here. Front runner so far, so Cactus will hit track. Gonna be a good race. I'm so excited to see what these guys can do. Yeah, so optimum track conditions, a little bit hotter track temps at the moment. So they probably need to adjust tire pressures at some point. Hopefully they've been practicing in the server all week long. The server has been set for race conditions. Gotta watch that outside curb there and on the fourth to last corner. Last sweeper before the final sector. Go over those rumble strips just a little bit too much and it upsets the car. You will dirty your lap here, so there's that. Full field of GT3 cars here tonight. A full 10 cars out on track. All very, very fast drivers. Forward to seeing him. Oh, big slide there from Cactus as he tackles the sweeping right-hander that I just mentioned. Sean is Mercedes. Large group of GT3s all together here. As Lithium notices the same thing and pulls off track for a next lap flyer. A few things to come as lap time starts to roll in. 146.5 from Diesel. Let's see if more start to come in here. A few upcoming events. GT3 Porsche Cup Series next weekend at Misano. That'll be round 5 for the Porsche Cup cars. You'll be riding on board with me in that race. As well as next Sunday is the Paddock Sim Racing's final event in Forza Motorsport 7. We will be doing a Daytona 500 race. That will be our final event in Forza Motorsport 7. Kind of outgrown Forza Motorsport, moving towards a more sim-esque program. So that should be a lot of fun. Very busy next weekend. And we have a few other things still in the works that we have yet to really thrown together to present to you guys, but we're never stopping. Always more content, always more things to share with you guys. As Medicate Nation pulls a 45.9 out of his hat on his first go. These guys still need to put down quick lap times. You have Trigger, Lithium, and Fudge still need to do their flyers. See them now. Trigger pulls 46.9. Quick maths. Back off track, jump on board with Fudge at the moment. Just going through the first sector marker. Top times are still pretty close together. A 45.4. About a second back to a couple of the other guys. Both Medicaid Nation and Black 01 in pit lane, and they have 8 minutes left in their session. Told you, quick maths. I just cannot get over how good the Lexus sounds in this game. Beastly. Mercedes too. Mercedes is pretty throaty, but it's not as hot rodish. You know what I'm saying? Not as like, you know. Right? Like Mercedes is like, you know, put the car seat in the back and, you know, go down to the grocery store and turn some heads. No. Lexus, Lexus is like, look at me. Hot rod. Right? I got flames on the side of my car. Chop top. Fat sticky tires on the back, no apparent reason. That type of thunder. McLaren looks pretty good out on track as well. Oh, whoops. Randomly hitting buttons. Bunch of people in the 56s. 45s and 46s now. A lot closer times than I thought was originally going to be put on the board. Looking pretty good so far. Still need to have Lithium post his time. No sound there for a second. I'm on a different car. The ART Diesel up in second right now. 46.5. About 5 minutes left in their session, and then the GT4s will take the track. We'll spy on Lithium as he takes his lap. No pressure. And as always, if there's any particular driver that you guys want to watch or spy on during the race, just let me know in chat and we'll spectate. Let's see how they're doing. Very smooth through the hairpins and the sweeping S's, and into the second set here. Nice, very nice. The heavy braking 90. You guys still hear Discord? I'm sorry. Posting their Twitch channels, so I think everything is good to go. So we'll go ahead and boop. Almost ready for GT4s to hit the track, and ART Lithium jumps up into second with that lap. As Medicate Nation pulls another 10th on his previous time, still first overall at the moment. Trigger jumps up as well. Guys are starting to really push right now. Right. It's a pretty good mix of cars here. In the TPSR multiclass series, you got Lexus, Mercedes, Ferrari, Audi, McLaren, Porsche. I could dig that spread. Yes? 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 Pretty good indeed. Medicate Nation back in the lanes, as is Onyx. TG guys. That Ferrari looks so smooth through there. Look at that. That's beautiful. sure. A bit of an improvement. ART Lithium goes through with a 45-0. A 45-0, jumping 2/10 in front of Medicaid Nation. Very, very close. Very fast indeed. Maybe Medicaid Nation jumped back in pit lane a little too soon. But he's not going to have any time to come back out and put down another one. He's going to have to just bite his nails and hope the trigger doesn't come blasting through with a faster time. Or even Diesel or Black as well. Very close in lap times between Black, Diesel, and Fudge at the moment. Let's go up and jump, check official times on the board here. Yeah, 45-0, 45-3, 45-8, 45-8. Very close between these two right now. Diesel jumps back up into third. Very nice. Nice. Completely different sector times, fast sector times for our top three at the moment. Very close sector times, but different drivers, definitely. Fantastic. Oh, as TPSR Fudge goes fastest in Sector 1. Look at that. Fantastic. As Diesel takes it away from Trigger once again, as Trigger. Yes, yes, yes. Lithium fastest in Sector 2. I love the jumping around of sector times. It's fantastic to watch. As GT4s will start to take the track now. That's pretty much, yep, session's over for the GT3 guys. The only driver you have left out there is PTG Sean, who barely crossed the line as the timer went down. All but two. Those guys ready to go. Your Steve and Ace. So as these guys start to warm up their tires and start their flying laps, let's take a look as ART Lithium will take GT3 pole position. Well done. With a 1:44.8. Fantastic lap time there. Right behind him, Medicate Nation. P1R Trigger, ART Diesel, Black CR1, TPSR Fudge, PTG Onyx, DOR Captains, PTG Sean, and Nighthawk. All rounding out your GT3 class. Fantastic performance by all of those guys in qualifying. I cannot wait to see what happens when the green flag flies in about 17 minutes. These guys just now across the line. See, Camaro, Buzzball, McLaren, Smokes in his Audi, of course, and Diablo in the Porsche. We also have your Steve still sitting in pit lane as Ace in his Jetta. He's leaving his pit box, so he'll hit the track. There's that meme of that stick man poking a stick, and there's an object, right? Isn't it Dio or Steve? Poking Dio or Steve, do something. This is just. That's a good question. Where is House of Lords? Is it confirmed? I don't know. Do you know? You should know. Let's find out together. Alright, they're all out there now. Smoke's going through. Ooh, very close lap times indeed. Let me come up and see what they have. So, 56.4 and 56.5 so far. Let's see what these guys hit. Diablo with a 56.1 across the line as his first flyer. Zeke with a 57 flat. These lap times are going to be stupid close. I'm just saying it now. The GT4s, like cars, unbelievably competitive. We are missing about 2 GT4 drivers, regulars. So even with the 2 drivers down. Yes. Even with the 2 drivers down, I believe this is still going to be an insanely close matchup for these guys. I mean, just on the first glance of the first flyers, yeah, it's going to be fun. And then when you add both classes together, it's going to be a bloodbath. Yeah. Oh. No improvement there from Smoke. Oh, no, he does improve. It's just a little further down the line there. Fantastic. Fuzzball also improves. Yeah, these guys are going to drop times too. Oh, boy. Cannot wait. I cannot wait. Ow! Hurt my foot, everybody. No. Let's see here. Smokes with a 55.4. 6/10 up on Zeke. 56.0. Oh my goodness, just 200s between Zeke and Fuzzball at the moment. Diablo, just about it, almost just over a 10th back from them. I'm gonna keep saying it, but goddamn, I love GT4. Yes. Oh, this is amazing. This is almost just worth the showing so far, qualifying. Yeah, it's like one of the best parts of racing. See who's got the stuff. And then, not only do you have to sweat for 15 minutes straight, 30 minutes altogether, and then you go racing for 80 minutes into the night. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good battle, good matchup. Smokes. Diablo improves. Zeke improves as well. 55-4, 55-5-8, 55-9, 56-0. My goodness. I don't think these guys have a chill button. Hey, what's up? Zachary, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream, my friend. I'm very much looking forward to the show that's about to transpire. I know who it is. I know it's you. Fantastic qualifying, by the way. Whoa, big skid there from Zeke. That's not the fast way through the double hairpin there. Chicane. Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy one indeed. Qualifying was very, very important, starting at the top of GT4. Make it through the first couple corners and run a clean race. That's pretty much it. All track temps already starting to drop drastically for GT4 qualifying. Zeke Smokes already jumping back into pits. Fuzzball coming through. No improvement there. Ace still needing his fast lap. Dio or Steve, now lap time from him, so he'll probably just start in the back of the grid. I mean, there is only 6 of you. Yeah, this track is definitely going to be challenging. Mostly for the GT3 cars, just because they're a much faster paced machine. And it's kind of a tight-ish track. It's not super tight, but it's a tight racing line. And it's going to be challenging for both classes, especially with the passing that's going to be happening about 20 minutes into the race, if that. So it's going to be very, very fun. Ace with a time of 11. Let's find the actual time. 56.3. Very nice. I don't know. Maybe, probably a few, 1 or 2. During our Porsche Cup, I believe there was only 1, and that was me. But I kind of, was asking for it, so yeah. Just a few minutes left in qualifying. Fuzzball and Diablo still out on track. High five's kind of high, I believe. These guys are pretty good at keeping themselves to their limits, keeping their wits about them. Fuzzball moves to the top. Fuzzball with a 55-1. Oh, Diablo jumps up just over him with a 55-1 and a 55-2 from Fuzzball, pushing him back to second place. About 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. 55-1, 55-2, 55-4, and a 55-5, 56-3. And that's just between 5 cars. GT4 is insane. Love this class. It's so competitive. These guys are sweating it out. It makes me want to race, but I can't. guys will get about one more lap. For the most part, they'll get one more lap. Yours, Steve, out on track. His Porsche, so we'll see what he can put down. This is our next time by. Diablo's still on top. See if he comes through for an improvement. No improvement that lap from current pole sitter. So we still have the 74 of Smokes and Ace across the line. I don't think Smokes improved. Improvement there. So these guys have about reached their limit. A little bit of wiggle there from Smokes, and he'll pull off track. Oh my God! Brendan, are you watching right now? Are you in chat? Are you lurking? I know you just messaged me on Facebook. And I would 100% let you commentate with me with my NASCAR race that's coming up next weekend, if you're free. Alright, these guys pretty much reached their limit so far. Dior Steve still out on track for his flyer. Diablo still on a quick one. He's still in the throttle. And Diablo's coming back into pits. Oh. I didn't mean to hit that button. Fantastic. All right, good race, everybody. Good luck, Diesel. Diablo pulls into his pit box. I want to do the thing. Okay. All right, so we're probably going to take a quick, short break right now as we get everything set up for a race. The race to go. Okay, so about 5 minutes, and we will start the race. All right, guys, everybody go and take a quick stretch, get your drinks ready, get your snacks ready, because in about 4.5 minutes, we are going to go racing, everybody. So, I am going to preset the server, and yeah, we'll see you guys in about 4 minutes' time. We're about a minute away here, guys. All right, here they go, everybody. They're starting to roll on. No, almost ready. Almost ready. Here we go. Here we go. 80 minutes of racing. All right, 80 minutes, one mandatory pit stop, starting in the dusk light, and we'll move into complete darkness. So enjoy that. Track and ambient temps much colder than when they ran before. So this should be a nice little curveball for especially the GT3 guys when they start off the bat. Any thoughts, predictions of who's going to come out on top in this race? Yes. My thoughts. GT4 is going to be insane. GT3 also going to be insane. Race will just be insane. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Very curious to see what pit strategies will be like by the end of this. Who's full on fuel and who's going to do a half and half. So your full seater ART lithium will jump back to our GT4 pole sitter CPS Diablo. These guys are about to start to line up double file for the race start. Fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Take a screen cap, everybody, because that's perfect. Yes. Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice and pretty like. That's what I like to see. Okay. I'm already on the edge of my seat. Let's go green flag for 80 minutes, everybody. Turn 1 is going to be nuts. We're just waiting for that flag to fly. Lights there, and they're green! Green flag will fly! Who got the jump? Looks like Medicate Nation got a little bit better of a launch, but doesn't have the line as, oh, there's an Audi flying! Who's that? that? I believe that was Onyx. Missed his braking point by a mile. Taking out several cars. We just saw the tail end of that. Looks like most of them made it through fairly unscathed, losing a couple positions to even some GT4 cars, but Renegade Nation got the brunt of that. Going from second place all the way back to pretty much the back of the grid there. The timing and scoring is all kinds of whacked out at the moment, so we'll have to give it a few minutes here. CPS Diablo is now 6th overall, as it says. So we'll find out what actually positions they are when they come through next time. That is going to put a real damper on a lot. Ace getting a great jump, moving up 4 positions in GT4. Oh my gosh, we're going to have to find a replay to watch, because that was a madhouse right there. I wish I could save replays in spectate mode. I really do. And lovely passes there from Yellow Cactus to Diablo. Diesel moving up. Lithium getting a great run there. Stay out of the way of ETG Onyx as he came through turn 1. Tensions are probably pretty high so far at GT3. And several of the very, very fast guys did not make it through that very cleanly. Nation moving up several spots so far. DOR Steve under attack from Fuzzball. There's the 17 of Lithium, already putting a little bit of space between him and the second place of Trigger, and Diesel in third, right behind him. Good oh, as Lithium has a little bit of a slide there into the sweeper uphander. Losing a position to Trigger. Is now Ferrari, Porsche, Ferrari, your top 3. Diablo still overall leading the GT4 class, as Ace pushing really hard to try and keep up with that Porsche of Diablo. Doing a very good job doing so. Buzzball a little bit further back in the pack. So the excitement started at 11, and it has continued to amp up. This is crazy, as there's still several GT3 cars back behind the GT4 cars, and we haven't even made it to lap 2 yet. So, a lot of work to do, short time to get there. East down and bound we go. Still an hour 16 left on the clock. This Cactus now hunting a Nighthawk. Nation making its way around. Diablo has a Janetta very, very close on his heels. I'm very curious to wonder if the fuel load that those guys are doing. Although that Janetta is very quick and snappy on these smaller tracks. It's a very zippy machine. Any cars that you guys in chat want to watch, just let me know. Oh, big slide there from Nighthawk. Lithium all over the back end of the Ferrari. Ferrari kind of just getting out of the way. Can handle the pressure of Lithium. Very fast boy in his 17 Porsche. Very fast indeed. About 2 seconds back from them to Fudge. The GT3 already starting to spread out quite far from one another. I mean, as in retrospect, they're about a second apart, but as fast as these guys are, that is quite a lead. Still leading. PTG Onyx has to make his way through as well. His Audi. Top four very close together still in GT3. ART Lithium, PTG Trigger, TPSR Fudge, ART Diesel. ART Clan doing a strong showing here in the opening stages of this race. Porsche very good at putting the power down out of the slower corners. Definitely. Onyx making his way through the GT4 field, and now we will see about 20 minutes or so, and GT3 cars will be coming back through the GT4 field. Now we have in-class battles to witness. This yellow cactus now all over the back of a TPSR driver. Nighthawk. A drive-through penalty for Ace. Abusing those track limits. That's number 1. Diesel may be right. Cactus looking to the inside line there out of the final corner on Nighthawk. Nighthawk putting the power down, saying, not today. Cactus doing inside line. Nighthawk not really tempting fate there. And kind of lets him go. Quick and efficiently. Quite a nose-to-tail drive here from the GT4 cars. To our Steve, Zeke, and TPSR Smokes. Smoke showing his nose. He's right back in line. A little wide from the Porsche of Steve, letting Zeke squeeze through turn 1. Beautifully done by both drivers. And now he's got to worry about Smokes as well as getting the position back from Zeke. His Ace still needs to do his drive through. That'll put him definitely back quite a ways. Race leader putting a little bit of distance between him and second place of Trigger, about 3.5 seconds. Very quick indeed. As you can definitely tell, the sun going down on the back corner side of the track. Track temps will start to cool off here very soon, as well as the lights have a much greater effect on track. Something this game does very, very well is the day to night transitions. Very, very realistic, very well done. Smokes made his way around Steve. I believe that was aggressively, though. I'm not sure. He's got some extra scuffs on the car. I'm not sure if those were there or not. Ace is in for his drive-through. Oh no, his dealer Steve, I believe he DC'd. As you saw his car go flying. That's typically Typically a DC maneuver. We'll see if he sticks about. Yeah, you hate to see that. Still in game, but he's just hanging there. Still relatively spread out throughout the field at the moment as Ace goes back through the grid. As he's making his pit stop, he might be doing fueling tires. It's not going to solve his drive through, I believe. Very interesting indeed. The 51 car. Somebody screenshot that, please. There's just a Porsche about 10 feet in the air. That can't be safe. Fast Ferraris. Yum, 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 yum. See the immense speed difference between the GT3 and GT4 machines. You say 10 seconds, 11 seconds on track is difference, but just after 2 or 3 laps, they're already half a track from the GT4 cars, and several of them were behind the GT4 cars. So, put that in a little bit of perspective so far this race. Fantastic. 95. Now under attack from the 18 Medicaid Nation. Very fast indeed as Black CR1 makes his way around Nighthawk. Just missed that pass. Black CR1 put in a lot of practice in over the week to try and get that car comfortable, and it's looking like it's definitely showing off his practice. Definitely. As well as Medicaid Nation. Put a lot of laps here in the public server, so. Qualified very, very well. So, we'll see him probably walk back up the field over the next hour and 7 minutes. All over the rear end of that Ferrari. Jack is kind of showing the inside. Doesn't get the pass done. Trying to put down his power wide line, which is the faster line, I believe. This is kind of a shocker. Usually it's the GT4 cars that are all right up on top of each other, but Diablo is kind of out front and set sail at the moment. Lap on Ace as Jazz Dior Steve DC'd. You hate to see it. You really do. And smokes. Looks like he had a big off. He's moving very slowly. Very slowly indeed. Yeah, he's got damage, so he'll come into pit lane. He is broken. What happened to you, buddy? You might have missed pit lane there as well, as we'll keep an eye on him, as he'll probably have quite a bit of repairs to do. As race leader comes through to complete lap 8 so far this race, heavy into the brake zone in turn 1, and about 5 seconds between him and overall second place, P1R Trigger. Nice and smooth as now track temps start to drop. You can actually start to see the headlights and fog lights of the cars on track now. About 10 minutes, it'll really start to get dark. That's when the drivers will start to zone in and focus and sit back, sit low in their seat, and just knock the laps off. Sorry, smooth handwork there through that section. So he sees the tail end of ART Diesel there. And once you have those tail lights to chase, especially at night, once you see the tail lights, you kind of get fixated on it. You can't get too fixated on them, though. Definitely throw off your rhythm if you're just wildly hunting. Yeah, I know, I saw that. Your Porsche went flying through the air. You were stuck at about like 10 feet over the grass on the into turn 1. It was pretty crazy. It sucks. It really sucks. I really hate that. It was gonna be a great race between you guys, especially in GT4. As DR Steve, he's using the Delta Online Racing eSport tag, YouTube. Everybody say hi to the DOR guys. Great guys. Got some awesome stuff coming up with them. Spoilers. So keep that in mind. Yeah, you were flying. Definitely go back and check out the VOD after this. You were just stuck about 10 feet off on driver's right. About 10 feet in the air. Just chilling there for about 3 laps. It was pretty funny. Yeah. This battle here, as we did witness Medicate Nation pass DOR Yellow Cactus, and now he's attacking DOR Sean. I always say Sheen. Sean. DOR Sean on the outside of the uphill sweeper. As he's as both of them go kind of wide as Yellow Cactus says, nah, I'll sneak back through here. That's fine. You guys do what you need to do. I'm going to take my place back. Thank you very much. And it's still a 3-way battle. If these guys keep battling like this, Black CR1 and that McLaren is very quick, very slick. And those S's, they'll catch up real quick. You'll have another player in the game. That is for sure. You do not want to dilly-dally, as it looks like Buzzball and Zeke are still going at it, as Smokes is now still 2 laps down as he's out on track. Yeah, a lap down from the cars in his class. So he had a very long pit stop. Very long pit stop indeed, but Zeke really putting the muscle in that muscle car all over the back end of that McLaren. Yeah, Smokes did stop, do a long stop. So, he didn't have to stop. He stopped the damage. So, why not get fuel and tires as well and go? So he is probably good to go to the end, because I know these GT4 cars can go a little bit longer on fuel and tires over the GT3 cars here. So he's good to go to the end. So, relatively, he did a reversed splash and dash, which can work and can hurt you, because you don't know what kind of trials lie ahead. As Medicate Nation works his way back through, as does PTG Sean. So he basically just leapfrogged both of them. Man, I really wish you would have seen that. I was talking. And we were watching the other battle with GT4. This battle is insane. Now that Medicate Nation is out front, I suspect he's got about 7.5 seconds to TPSR Fudge just up the road. So we'll see what happens over the laps to come. And we have just reached 20 minutes of racing and an hour to go. Did someone turn the lights out? Because it's getting dark in here. Definitely see the sky darkening quite a bit as Black ZR1 slowly reeling up to this battle. It was about 5 seconds. Now he's just under 3. And McLaren very quick. Very quick. He keep the butt of that car planted. Right there again. Race leader overall making his way through the battle of Zeke and Fuzzball. Very clean passes there. About 11 seconds between him and Trigger. Very fast, very fast. One more car, the Porsche of Diablo. And that would be a lap down for the whole GT4 field from late race leader. Or smokes in the three-way battle here between Medicate Nation, PTG Sean, and DOR Cactus. Just throw all of the clan together. Oh, big wiggle there from Smokes as Cactus comes through, as Black ZR1 comes through as well. Now on the tail, the very tail of Yellow Cactus. That McLaren looking very racy as the lights go down. Love to see that. Smokes can now breathe just a little bit as all of that madness went through. Right on board with DOR Cactus, still maintaining his 7th overall position. But only just. Fudge makes a little bit more space over Medicate Nation over those couple laps. .584 of Trigger now about to put the GT4 cars of Zeke and Fuzzball down. Inside very cleanly. Patience is going to be a virtue. Sure to see. Definitely see as the battle still rages on. TG Sean, Yellow Cactus, and Black ZR1. As Medicate Nation and his Mercedes, like I said, would slowly start to walk away from that battle. Try to reel in. TPSR Fudge is now down to under 4 seconds. Black ZR1 looking to the inside of Yellow Cactus, doesn't get the move done, but letting him know he's there. This is wonderful. As I believe that was Diesel going through there. Oh, big! Oh, I thought that was going to be a lot bigger wiggle, but it wasn't. Cactus, still no real position changes, but heavy into the braking section there. The car is really hooking up now. Black ZR1 looking to the inside, almost collecting the rear end there of Yellow Cactus. Yellow Cactus having to check up just a bit. Very bold move from Black, but both drivers definitely kept their cool. Black ZR1 is definitely the faster car so far. Especially through these S sections that That Ferrari is much quicker out of the little hairpin, so that move definitely needed to be made into a slower section to make sure that the front of that McLaren is out in front of the Ferrari before that Ferrari can put the power down. Very well done as we'll jump back to this battle real quick. Fuzzball protecting the inside line there as they come across the start-finish line, as I believe that's TPSR Fudge and the Lexus and Medicaid Nation right behind them, so they're together now on track. This is a battle behind is going to be putting them a lap down. Lights flashing, I believe, from the Mercedes. Zeke just out of the way. I don't want any part of that. Lovely. Fuzzball, like, yes, cars in between, fantastic, but definitely a section where they're going to slow him down. Zeke going a little wide there. That's definitely going to be a warning. Fuzzball doing the proper thing is to let the faster cars go around as he sticks his line and still let Medicaid Nation go the inside, or the outside rather. Outside line through. And Zeke's right back up underneath the wing. As I think Smokes has definitely been kind of eating away at the distance between them and overall just a bit. Still a lap down. He's just got to keep his head down and go as Diablo is 14 seconds ahead of Fuzzball and Zeke. No real competition at the moment, at least. As there's 14 seconds between ART Lithium and Trigger. See, headlights definitely needed at this point. All of the curbs. Definitely need to use all the curbs for the speed. As the 26 coming in pit lane. Nighthawk coming in pit lane. Just about 30 minutes of racing. Black CR1 makes his way through, as does PT Sean. That behind them, that's Cactus. Cactus getting put out by the Battle of GT4. Fuzzball and Zeke desperately going to be wanting a way by. Might be able to make the move on both of them here. Or not. That power of that Camaro down that mid straight. Raw, definitely. Still all over the back of PTG Sean. Great run so far as Medicaid Nation made the move on the TPSR Fudge. Diablo flat down for him. Nighthawk finished his pit stop. He'll leaving his pit box. Came for tires and fuel. PSR Fudge gonna make the move here on Diablo, the uphill. behind the Porsche. Porsche is a very swaying car. You definitely see it rotate a lot more. Oh, a bit of contact there between Diablo and Fudge. Fudge loops it, goes around Diablo. Plenty of runoff there. Not exactly the best place for a pass when there's a mid-straight there, but you can definitely put the power down around. Any real damage to those guys other than Fudge losing a lot of time and Diablo losing just a bit. Just a bit of time. Now Fudge is under attack from Black CR1 and PTG Sean. Wow, PTG Sean down position to Black CR1. Black CR1 is on a tear. Very well. All that practice definitely paying off. I wonder if his tires are starting. I wonder if he leaned on his tires a little bit too much, PTG Sean, at the beginning of the race. Or if his tire pressures are a little off. Tire temps really haven't dropped that much since the start of the race. Big slide there from him as well. Big slide. Zeke in pit lane. Zeke dives into pit lane. Now puts Smokes back up a lap on him. Diablo in a kerfuffle with PTG Sean, still needing to make his way around. Diablo's headlights all over the back. And PTG Sean trying to go around the hard way. Let's put out just a bit. Well done. Definitely has the power to make the pass there. He's not done yet. You have Yellow Cactus right there, coming a little bit further back. PTG Sean off track, putting Diablo back out in front. Not sure what that was about. Missed that. As Diablo comes into pit lane. Diablo making his pit stop. PTG Sean. Right to Black CR1. Oh, I don't know if there's looking quite racy. Looks like Fudge had a little bit of a slide there. I don't know if that was assisted by Black or what, but Black definitely makes the pass work in turn 3 there. Black CR1 definitely been struggling all season long. Definitely been putting a lot of practice in here in his McLaren. Definitely got the car feeling pretty comfortable. Has definitely paid. Are we sure he's who's driving this? Black CR1, did you get Lulu to drive this car for you tonight? No? Okay. All right. Well, Black did a fantastic job. Speaking of fantastic jobs, RT Lithium still out in front by over the front straight length. That would be about 21 seconds. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's only done 19 laps and he's 21 seconds ahead. That's over a second a lap faster than P1R Trick. It's crazy. Just crazy. It's outrageous, I tell you. Absolutely. He's about to put the moves on Smokes yet again. Smokes a little wide. Oh, and it's squirrely. Cuts across the nose of ART Lithium. ART Lithium, cool as ice, coming out of that. As Fuzzball now leading overall. And GT4, due to pit stop rotations, Diesel leaving his pit box. Dropping down to 7th. TPSR Fudge hits his pit stall. So a lot of these guys doing a 50-50 split for this race. That's kind of interesting. I did not expect that. I didn't expect that at all, really. So, I'm wondering if tire degradation is the main cause for the pit strategy. As Trigger comes into pit lane. It's very interesting. Very interesting. I would not have called that. I would not have called that. So. Not have seen that one coming. Fantastic indeed. So now you can definitely tell all the classes spread out throughout the entirety of the track at the moment, as the 31 machine of Black CR1 comes into pit lane. Okay, cool. Yeah, Yellow Cactus still right on the nose. The tail, PTG. Sean. Still in pit lane. When our Trigger comes through. As does PTG Onyx. 76 car will come into pit lane for his pit stop. It's Diesel. Diesel already stopped, didn't he? Diesel stopped, yeah? Did he, like... I wonder if he forgot fuel. I wonder if Diesel forgot fuel. It's crazy. Yeah, Lithium is on fire right now. It's crazy. Doing very well at the top of the field, qualified on pole. Escaped the riffraff of turn 1. The legendary turn 1 of a race, and kind of just made his great escape from there. The battle between GT3 of like 2nd and 3rd place back, even in through the GT4 field, definitely had a not normal a turn of events. You have a bunch of GT3 cars back in the back of GT4 into turn 3 here. It just kind of, it was chaos. It was awesome is what it was. Fuzzball still leading GT4 at the moment. Only 4 cars right now. We had 1 DC and 1 DQ. I guess retirement, as you will. So, only had 6 cars start the grid, 1 DC, unfortunately. Those cars were very fast indeed. Only 1 drive-through penalty so far, several pits at the moment. ART Diesel back out. I'm wondering if ART Diesel forgot to pick up fuel. About 40 minutes left in the race. That will be halfway. most of everybody has done their pit stops. We're still waiting on the 55 race leader of GT4. Moment as the 72 as the 95 car comes in for his yellow cactus, comes in fourth for his pit stop. Sean still out. Mitigate Nation still out. Mitigate Nation had the worst of the turn one. Started just off pole. Ended up in, I want to say he ended up back in 15th overall going into turn one. And now he is second overall after just 22 laps of racing. Remind you, we started in the day. And now we're into the night. Ooh, Zeke, that's very brave of you to go wide in that corner. Definitely. As overall race leader comes into pit lane and hits his pit box. And we'll go down to you in the pit lane. Weasel. Yes, thank you, Weasel. Yeah, we're in pit lane. We're at the pit box of the 17 Porsche of ART. They're just doing fuel and tires. Tires mandatory for this pit stop, but he is also picking up some fuel. You definitely see the crew going to work on the back of the car, doing a few little minor adjustments to tire pressure as they're going to send him back out for the finishing night stint. Back to you, Weasel, in the booth. Thank you, Weasel. Love to have your your pit crew reporter, the paddock pit reporter. As the 31 has a drive-through penalty. Black CR1 with a drive-through penalty for track limits. That you hate to see that. He was on fire earlier in his race, as he is still all over the back end of TPSR Fudge. Still very close together to one another as Medicate Nation comes in for his pit stop, hits his pit box. As well as overall race leader still leading over. As PTG Sean will come through as race leader as they head through the first timing and scoring. Yes, 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 yes. And then that will put Medicate Nation. Still back quite a bit from your overall race leader. Wow. That is just intense. Yeah, I just saw that, Magic 8, your Discord chat. Yeah, he only has one gear. And it's labeled insane, by the way, if you're curious. Yeah, still several drivers still need to make their pit stops. The 55 of Fuzzball still out on track. Relatively clean air, but he has got the battle of TPSR Fudge and Black CR1 coming up on him quickly. Still needs to come in for his drive-through penalty. I believe he only has like 1 or 2 laps left before that needs to be taken care of. Or we'll have several precious seconds added to his overall finishing time. As he makes the move on Fuzzball. And Fudge. Wow, okay, we missed the pass on Fudge there too. That happened very quickly as I just looked away as overall race leader of PTG, Sean, comes in at lap 24. And we have 17. Trigger already made his way through. PTG Onyx made his way through, but he still needs to make his pit stop, as did the 18. Black CR1 has 1 lap remaining before he needs to come in, so he'll come in probably next lap. And it is right dark out here at Hungaroring as the big GT3 lights on that GT4 car, my god. Is that the sun behind me? No, it's just a McLaren, or a Mercedes, just a Mercedes. It's the sun. It's not the sun, it's not the sun. Ferrari of Cactus right there as well, needing to make his way by the McLaren of Fuzzball. Couldn't quite get the pass done there into the chicane, or double hairpin, whichever you prefer. So we'll see Black CR1 come into pit lane now as side by side through that little right-hander. BTG Onyx still needs to make his way into pit lane as well, but he is still out. Interesting. Black CR1 will come in for his drive-through penalty. Lose quite a bit of ground, but done. Watch those track limits, everybody. They'll get ya. Got me. And just don't go watch the Porsche Cup race. Oh, it was so bad. You're gonna watch it. At least watch towards the end, where I was just having fun. It was so bad. Oh god. Drive-through cleared for the 31 car. As he comes up over the bumps there. Oh, big slide. Oh, nice catch there from Nighthawk. Right on board with PTG Onyx for a quick bit. Everyone is quite spread out now. No. We're good. Onyx and Fuzzball, the only 2 drivers to yet make their pit stops. And is Diablo is slowly catching. Oh, it's Black CR1 spun it into the hairpin, probably trying to push too hard. He's very much like me. Once you lose the cars around you, you kind of like lose your oomph, your gumption, if you will. Very much that way. God, those headlights are so bright. It's driving by the power of the sun. Dedicate Nation, 4th. Doing Trigger in 2nd. Quite a big time difference between. Probably because the 17 car had to make his way around the 74. That would be my guess. That's why the sector times were labeled as such. With about 30 minutes left in the race. Yeah! Slowly build back up into the power. Yes. For all of those that are sticking through thus far, you guys are the real heroes here. This is Such good racing. You know it's good. Look at the exhaust glowing on the backside of that Porsche. Look at it. That is art. Get it? Because he's from ART. Art. It was punny. Come on. Okay. Wow. As the Medicate Nation making his way past would have been. It's the Nighthawk and Zeke. Zeke was the one that was being bullied there by Fudge. No, not Fudge, but Nighthawk and Medicate Nation. Yes. So far, after about 52-ish minutes of racing, as far oh Jesus, car way off back there. As far as like hard charger award thus far. Oh, you don't even know, Magic 8, about my puns. You've raced with me before. I'm very punctual. I need to ponder about them, but yes, the puns. But okay, as I was saying, the hard charger so far is gonna have to be Medicate Nation. He had a big oopsie in the turn 1, all the way back to 15th, and now all the way back up into 4th and closing on Onyx at a drastic pace with a decent amount of distance between him and P1R Trigger, but unless something drastically happens with those front two guys, it's going to be a very challenging effort in 27 minutes to catch those two. Those guys up there are laser focused and very quick. So we'll see what happens as PTG Onyx still needs to make his pit stop, as does Fuzzball. I'm very surprised that Fuzzball didn't just jump in as well. He's probably going to go for the splash and dash and hopefully make it out in front of CPS Diablo, who is about a sector back to him at the moment. So let's see when he comes back across the line. I don't know. Yeah, that's about a sector time. So good. As the sun is coming up behind Diablo now. Diablo staying out on driver's left, letting Renegade Nation by as PTG Onyx comes into pit lane, hitting his pit stall. And he'll park it, and he'll start going to work on his car. Alright, down to you, Weasel, in the pit stop report. Team, we just saw Onyx in. Yes, this is Weasel in the pit stop area, and they're doing pit stop things. Alright, thank you, Weasel. Yeah, that was stupid. Not a lot to go on other than Smokes is being assaulted right now by a Mercedes. Is that PTG Sean or is that Medicate Nation? I believe that's Medicate Nation. Yep. As he'll sneak his way by there. Diablo comes up over the corner. Up around the corner. We only had 6 GT4 cars tonight. 2 guys couldn't make it. 1 guy retired, and DOR Steve DC'd like 20 minutes in. It was very sad to see. He had great pace too. Yeah. So I'm hoping at Misano will have a full GT4 field. Definitely. The competitiveness of GT4 is insane. Even though we had 6 cars in GT4, the qualifying times were all within a second of each other. It was insane. And then GT3 was just doing GT3 things, as they do. As your overall race leader right now. Coming through to complete lap 31, I believe? Yes. Going to be completing lap 31. With about 17 seconds ahead of second overall at the moment. Oh, no, I 100% agree with you. Yeah, GT4. Like, if I wasn't commentating and / not 100%, I would definitely be in my Porsche or the Maserati in GT4. Faux show. We did a DOR race like a couple weeks back. It was a lot of fun. GT4 only here at Hungaroring. Did very well. Had a poor start, but it was a very fun race. Me and Ziki definitely had a great battle that race. As well as a few others. There was a few others I had some pretty good passes on. Oh, we got some battles going on back here. Ferrari and Ferrari action. Oh, door-to-door slam there. I believe that was Diesel and Cactus getting into it. Oh, a little side draft, blinker action there from Cactus. Kind of letting Diesel go after that one. That was a very dramatic pass indeed. I don't think Cactus realized how far alongside Diesel was at that point in time. The Maserati is pure torture, but once you figure out the braking in that car, it is very, very quick. It handles like a dream as long as you can get the braking points down. It is a little bit bigger like the Camaro, but I love driving it. Back when I was on controller, I drove that car all the time. Did very well in it at Catalunya when they first came out. Yeah, I believe Fuzzball is going to do the splash and dash for his strategy. Which it could work. It could very well work. Diablo made the move on Smokes, but it seems to be a little bit ago. That Audi, not as quick as it was the other night. He's having some struggles with that car. It's still a great pace. PTG Sean looking to the inside line there, onto the front straight as they'll both come through. PTG Sean will complete lap 32. Coming into the closing sections of this race as we have completed an hour of racing with 20 minutes to go. It is plenty dark out at this point. Headlights are a must on these cars. This track lit fairly decently, but you definitely need those headlights still. Oh, smokes off into the grass, eating the curb and this tire wall just a little bit. Saves most of the car, though. Definitely something off with that machine. I believe that's a battle here. Smokes off, letting the other car through. Is that Fudge? Fudge and ART Diesel battling it out at the moment. It's pure excitement! Woo! Look at this! Come on, Fudge! Go, 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 go! No bias, by the way. Go, everybody! You're all my children. Hydration check, everybody. Drink some water. Stay healthy. Diesel a little bit quicker through that section. Only about a 2-ish second gap on Fudge there. One extra. And we missed it. That was your overall race leader coming through to complete lap 34. Yes, but Fuzzball still needs to do tires, mandatory tires. And that takes about 29-ish seconds. So he really needs to hit his limiter, and he'll come out right at Diablo. Right in front or right behind. If he even needs to, even if he needs fuel. If he doesn't need fuel, I don't know what the fuel consumption rate is. I started with a maxed out tank. The 74 is off, smokes is off. Back up to power. GT3 cars go. Yeah, but if Fuzzball just needs a splash of fuel and only takes tires, he might just get away with it out in front, and he'll just have to defend for a lap or two. Tires do take a full 30 seconds. Yeah, so he'll have to make a great pit box stop and get on and off the limiters very, very quickly and efficiently. And he'll be in contention with Diablo right there, but I tell you what, Diablo's putting some serious pace in that car. Porsche is nothing to be fretted at. Yeah, I mean, since the beginning of the race, since the GT4 cars got split up, he's been kind of just walking away at a steady pace. Very quick. He's been very fast in practices, too. Just helping me set up the Porsche a little bit. Yeah, unless something drastic happens in traffic in the next 15-ish minutes. 33 seconds. Yeah, if all it takes 10, 12, 13 seconds to get through pit lane just with the drive-through. Yeah, he'll come out probably a good 10 seconds ahead at this point. Race leader. Black CR1 down a lap. Ooh, big wiggle there from Black CR1. And Fuzzball comes into pit lane. Hits the speed. We'll watch him as he goes and hits his pit stop. Diablo coming into the second to last corner now. Oh yeah, Diablo's definitely coming out in front but by how much? Now coming across the start-finish line now. Oh yeah, that's brutal. As we'll see how big the gap is because the 74 and Zeke is coming quickly. He is still in the battle, this mix-up between GT3s. He doesn't want to lose any ground to Fuzzball. Fuzzball's jacks are down, waiting on the go. And he's going. Oh, he's going to be right next to Zeke. Zeke's out in front. Oh no! Stop and go 30! Oh no! The battle between them are getting pretty close as well. Zeke or Fuzzball, no, that's gonna hurt. That's definitely gonna hurt. He's definitely not gonna lose a position to Smokes because I believe he's a lap, 2 laps down from these guys at this point. So after his incident, needing to repair and his few offs. Cactus putting Nighthawk down a lap or so there. And definitely catching him about 4/10 down. Yeah, that was definitely for speeding in the pity lane. No pity from them. Let's see what the gap is now. There's plenty of fresh track in between them, and it's now down to under 3 seconds. So Diesel's definitely got the pace over that Mercedes right now. "26 seconds between race leader and second place. It's Medicate Nation. About a length of start finish line back. Yes. Oh, it's going to be a real nail biter all the way to the end. These guys, the GT4 cars are all back together pretty much, but Smokes out in front for now. Fuzzball, as I believe that's Medicate Nation coming up behind Fuzzball. Fuzzball lets Medicate Nation go. Very smart, very clever. Goblin comfortably out in the lead at the moment for them. Great battles going on. It's about an hour and 10 minutes into this race, and the battle is still within a few seconds from 4th place back. Smokes off in the grass just a bit, spinning it. Oh, that's the wrong direction. You want to go this way. Go this way. Oh, there you go. Ah, that's the right direction. There you go. All right, he's got it. Definitely having some issues with that Audi here tonight. Its temperature has dropped about 4 degrees in total. One more lap for the McLaren of Fuzzball. To serve that penalty. bump. Massive speed from those guys up front. ART Lithium, P1 Trigger, and Medicate Nation. Just some crazy amounts of speed, consistency, and very smart passes, I'd have to say. These guys are just very, I don't want to say skillful, but seasoned, I want to say. Very seasoned at their passes. You know, when and where to make their clean passes to not lose the time. And it's worked out very well for them in this hour and 20-minute race. As Smokes is around once again, his tires are probably toasted. As he's accidentally facing the wrong direction. As he's got a few more cars coming. Battle, there goes race leader, as now he's got the space. Turn her around, there you go. Fuzzball in pit lane for his stop and go 30. Fantastic. He's right on board with race leader. Heading through the S's and on to the mid back straight. Nighthawk lets him go. Very smart. Yeah, he's closing on him again. Yeah, I just saw that. About a second between them into the braking zone here. They have a car. Oh, and Fuzzball got tagged again for a stop and go 30. Oh, no. Oh, pain! Oh, that sucks so bad. Oh, I feel for you. That sucks. Now all over the back of PTG Sean, less than a second. About a half a second now, so we have about six minutes left in this race. It's about 3-ish laps for these guys, depending on where Lithium crosses the line. Smokes dives into pit lane. These two really going to be putting it all out there for the closing laps of this race. Using all the track and then some there. Battle to watch for sure. Happening right now in GT3, Mercedes versus Ferrari, PTG versus ART. A little bit of tiny wiggle there on exit from the Ferrari, heading down the front straight of Hungaroring into the downhill braking section for the hairpin of turn 1. Fuzzball back into pit lane for his stop and go 30. Smokes leaving pit box. We got tires as well. All right, Weasel, what's going on with you in pit lane? Thanks, Weasel, up in the booth. Yeah, we're down here at PTG, to Fuzzball. And he's doing a stop and go 30. All right, back to you. Thank you, Weasel, at the pit report, as Medicate Nation has a drive-through penalty. In 5 minutes to go, a drive-through penalty from your third-place podium so far, as he's about to dive in really quickly to get that done and out of the way. Hopefully he doesn't make the same mistakes as our friend Fuzzball. Heavy on the brakes, and he's back on the pit limiter. Perfect. Well done. And then we'll jump back up to the battle with ART Diesel and PTG Sean, as ART Diesel looks to the inside. PTG Sean has the speed to go around the outside, as no position changes yet. as Sean protecting the inside line through the 90 of the third to last corner as they head back up the hill for the start-finish line. Yeah, the Merc is definitely better through the corner, like the sharper corners and the top speed, but that Ferrari can put the power down very well and also has a very good balance through the twisty bits. At least that's what I have seen before. So this is going to be a great battle to the end. This Medicate Nation still out in front of this battle, so he'll remain on the podium step. Is that and not quite. The Medicate Nation's still out ahead just a bit. Their battle's going on the track right now at the moment as ART Diesel looks to the outside through the kink. Side by side, that is some amazing racing, super clean, no touches that I could see. A little bit of rubbing there, it looked like, from the rear quarter of ART Diesel to the front nose of that Mercedes, but now the sun of those headlights of that Mercedes all over the back of a Ferrari. Now the twisty bits, just got to get the power down on that Ferrari to get him through this tight, twisty section, but that Mercedes is just so good. Be a great race. PTG Sean definitely needs to push the car as hard as possible onto these straights to get the power down and use it. Looking to the inside line on ART Diesel, snicks his nose in there side by side. Definitely going to be a heater all the way to the start finish line as race leader is on lap 42. Going to be lap 43 in here in just a second, so he'll have this lap, the next lap, and I believe, depending on where he crosses the line, we might have 3 more laps for these guys, which is not what ART Diesel wants to hear at the moment, who is in 4th overall. Heavy on the brakes into turn 1, both carrying a lot of speed through the apex, going the wide, fast route. ART Diesel got the power down just a little bit better than the Mercedes there. That Mercedes very big on brakes. Both brake a little late, go a little wide into the second or third corner there, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. Kink. As they're going to have some lap traffic of Camaro up ahead of them. Work in the favor of PTG Sean or hurt him depending on where they catch him, which is going to be in the twisty bits in the S section here, so they're probably going to want to make a move as Zeke does well to stay out of the way. He doesn't want any part of that. He knows what's up. Well heads up driving there by your GT4 second place driver. Didn't want to lose any positions. Sitting pretty as this lap will be their last lap coming up as race leader will cross the line before. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. So this will be their last lap, I believe. Yeah, 13 seconds. Race leader coming through. The final corner now. And he'll take it. That is race P1 overall. ART Lithium in the 17th purple Porsche will take round 5 of the Paddock Sim Racing multi-class series at Hungaroring. Fantastic. It's ART Diesel pulling out a little bit of a gap over PTG Sean so far. The bold moves definitely paid off, though 2 laps back. He's got a little bit more car underneath of him for the end of the race. right on board with your overall race leader of CPS, or not race, not overall GT4 race leader CPS Diablo in his number 3 Porsche. So come across the line and take the victory for GT4. Zeke will come in second. Yes, indeed. Right on board with Diesel as he's heading into the final corner. With about 3 seconds back to PTG Sean. Great battle there at the end of the race to liven things up, to get the blood flowing. Fantastic run from both of those guys. Amazing driving by everybody here. Just as what you'd like to see in some multi-class racing. God, these guys are so good. It's so fun to watch. I'm sure it's a blast to race in. Fantastic racing. And Fudge will come across the line to complete your board. Go ahead and capture that. Yep. Fantastic. All right. Nope. Replay? Nope. Okay. All right. Come on, game. It's broken. There we go. All right, guys. So that will be the stream. That was round 5 of the Paddock Sim Racing's multi-class GT4 GT3 series. Yeah, definitely. Lithium put on a clinic. And a solid move by Diesel. Yeah, there was no way there was going to be any kind of non-contact between that Ferrari and Mercedes, especially towards the end of the race. The amazing job by both of them. Absolutely. Great racing in both classes. Only had 4 cars by the end of uh, the race in GT4. CPS Diablo took off and never looked back in that. But next weekend we have the Porsche GT3 Cup Series at Misano, which you'll be riding on board with me for that race. I promise I will do a lot of practice and get that car not to drive like a soap dish. So, yeah, enjoy that. And then next Sunday as well, will next Sunday as well will be our very last race in Forza Motorsport 7 with our Daytona 500 race. Yes. Watch all of the race here. If you want to race, we still have a few spots left. Join our Discord. Check out the rules and register there. It's going to be a very good time, very fun race indeed. Other than that, I don't have any real news for you guys. We got a couple things coming out later, I believe. If you guys are part of the DOR slash TPSR Discord group, go check that out. We're hosting some big events over there from our brothers at DOR. Yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. Check that out. I don't know if anything's public yet, so go check it out. If there's cool stuff over there, there's cool stuff over there. As well as me and a couple of the admins are working on some cool things for just exclusive TPSR stuff, as well as the Paddock Sim Racing. You know, we're recruiting esport drivers to race in not only our own league events, but just leagues all over the world. You know, just join some cool stuff and be part of the Paddock Sim Racing family. We're not crazy strict about it. As long as you're a clean and respectful racer on and off the track, come and join the family. Yeah, so that's about all I have for you guys. I've been your commentator, your host, your liaison, Weasel, TPSR Weasel. Yeah, join our Discord. Please sub to the channel, the YouTube channel. That really supports everything that we do. Yeah, come and race with us. All right, so that's about it. I will see you guys next weekend. I might stream some practices here and there during the week, but I'll be pretty busy. So we'll see about that. Yeah, we'll see you guys next weekend for a lot more racing. All right. Everybody stay safe. Everybody have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. And I'll see you on the track. Bye.